Welcome, it's Lynn. We'll start today's card by custom coloring some cardstock using distress ink in the beautiful shade aptly named Evergreen Bough. I'm not worried about a smooth, even finish. In fact, I want some variation, as I'll be using this to die cut juniper-like branches using a die from the Tim Holtz Holiday Greens die set. Next, we'll use Hero Art's Shadow Ink in Red Royal to color some bird wood veneer shapes. These were from Recollections, using a finger dauber to get even coverage. From gold cardstock, we'll cut the circular swirl from the Tim Holtz Scribbles and Splat die set, and the word Joy from the Tim Holtz Holiday Words script die set. Subsequently, we'll cut 3 of the juniper branches mentioned earlier. This being a holiday card, I decided I want some sparkle, and in the same evergreen bough color. I'm going to heat emboss a strip along the top and bottom of my card panel using the Distress ink and wow, clear sparkle embossing glitter. While most dye-based inks dry too quickly to allow for heat embossing, Distress inks stay wet just long enough if you move quickly and have your heat gun preheated. The gold circular die cut that will serve as the base of our nest is really lovely. Now I need to choose a background paper that will resemble a wall or a door. I turn to the 6x6 wood cardstock pad from My Mind's Eye and find a rustic-looking wood grain that works with the feel of our project. Applying it to the panel with Scotch quick-dry glue, I weigh it down with an acrylic block to help it catch against the glittered surface. Working on building the nest follows. Trimming the branches into smaller pieces, I weave them in and out of the swirled circle, trying to find a nice balance that still looks organic. I place the birds and decide that the sentiment needs some grounding, so I look at a couple of options. I had previously colored some of cardstock in a couple of the colors that we used for the inking, and that gave me some embellishment options. But what to do with it? Another Tim Holtz die set to the rescue. This one, Labels. I chose a shape that echoed the size and shape of the nest and fit the sentiment nicely, and used it to cut a piece of cardstock in the red. I mounted the label across a strip of gold to add balance and prevent it from looking random. So, all that time adjusting the branches of the nest, Do I now have a tiger by the tail? I can't just pick it up and glue it, not with all those pieces. Glue dots picked up on a fingertip craft knife can be folded over onto themselves to be very small and inserted under the slender branches at strategic points. Beyond that, I'll be using Ranger Multimedia Matte to adhere the birds, and with a quick stick, some flat-back pearls to represent eggs in the nest, and some of another color to decorate the wreath. Those branches aren't going anywhere. Photos of the completed card follow. Some more adhesive to adhere the card panel to a base, and that finishes today's card. Thanks so much for stopping by.